You're listening to FUBAR Weekly on KDSR, Demo Spin Radio, brought to you by ARC Network Live 365, the station where everyone deserves to be heard. The following program contains strong language and adult content. Listener discretion is advised. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
The fucking thing sucks in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the FUBAR Weekly Show. Today is Tuesday, the 7th of January, 2020. We made it, Nicole.
It's 2020.
Oh, there we go.
It's 2020.
Yes, it is.
We're back to the Roaring 20s.
I was on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, I was waiting for the clip of Barbara Walters saying, "This is Baba Wawa and this is 2020." I was like waiting for it, and then like somebody did. I was upset she didn't do it live, but nonetheless, I did hear it, so I'll take it. I'll take it.
I'm all about like 2020 vision and 20 and.
Now they say, because we're gonna fuck up writing the date on things. Like
I already did. I accidentally wrote 2019, 18. I wrote 2018 on something.
I had to write a government bid today for my day job, and I'm so proud of myself that every time I had to sign and date, I got the date right. And here's why. Because, and this is a valid point, do not write 20 for the year. Write 2020.
Yeah.
Because what the concern is that somebody can now take a pen and write 19. So now it's 2019. So if you
gotcha.
So if you write the date 2020, they can't change it.
That's a good logic.
See? Some people are, paranoid and have valid points.
I would write the whole year because I'm scared that in 100 years somebody will find my ledger and be like, "This is from 1920," and they'd be like, "No, it's from 2020."
No, they're gonna look at the language and be like, "Nah, it's from 2020." They know.
Yeet.
They know.
There.
Yeet.
Because I write yeet on things all the time. No, I don't.
We got to get you a yeet cannon. You know what a yeet cannon is?
No.
It's a high point C9 pistol that says yeet cannon on the side.
Yeet.
Like on the side of a gun. Yeet cannon.
Can I have YOLO written on the other side?
YOLO? No. You know what YOLO is?
You only live once?
No, it's Carpe Diem for fucking idiots.
Yes.
That's what YOLO is.
Yes.
So we are back after a 2-week hiatus. It was a very, very eventful 2 weeks off on my end. Maddie, you know what? Maddie, you're watching. Fuck what happened the past 2 weeks. I'm going to jump into talking about your homeland, Australia, and what's going on over there. For anyone who's been living under a fucking rock, there's some nasty fires going on in Australia. Now, Maddie, I heard you guys got some rain. I'm not sure if you guys got rain in Brisbane. A guy that I follow on YouTube was actually traveled over there to Canberra. It's fucking bad down here still. I know in Canberra they got some rain. I don't know if you got some down in Brisbane, but Australia right now is it's a dry, crusty, on fire mess. And I saw the infographic. Actually, Hyacinth had posted about the extent of the fire, that how much damage there is. The area that's burned. I don't think we got rain here in Brisbane. Excuse my voice. For some reason, since I got to New York 2 weeks ago, like my vocal cords have been getting jacked up. Weird. Like I'll get
Was it because you were cold up there?
Croaky. I don't know. But then I'll clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Okay, so he's not sure if they got any rain in Brizzy. Yeah, man, and it is fucking bad. 35 times more area burned than California. Yeah, and what the infographic it showed the Amazon rainforest fires, the California fires, and then the size of comparatively in a little bar graph. And significantly more, like obviously a shitload more than what burned in California or the Amazon. They say the area affected by fire is equivalent to the country of Belgium.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a lot. And seeing some pictures from the International Space Station, I mean, you could see the smoke trails from the ISS, and cunts are still setting fires. I was going to get to that. It's something like 28 people, it was 24 people, 28 people have been arrested for setting fucking fires.
Why are they setting fires?
See, Maddie, I got to say, this is one of the downsides to you guys not being able to have guns in Australia, because if I was down there and I saw somebody setting fire, I would fucking shoot them. I would shoot them in the fucking face. And then I would take some fucking Fosters and pour it on the fucking fire, because fuck Fosters. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to get hit. I'm going to get heat for that. I don't know.
I'm saying fuck Fosters?
Yeah, fuck Fosters. Over 130 now arrested nationwide. That is fucking disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. And from what I understand, and keep in mind, with the past 2 weeks, the holidays and everything going on, I really haven't been following the news as well as I should. But it seems to me like your country's leadership, your prime minister over there, is doing a real fuck up job running shit. I heard he made a statement, something like, "Oh, the firemen enjoy being in fires."
No, sir.
So I'm listening. BRB. Burb. But it's fucked up. And with people setting fires and these firefighters, just out there, and a lot of them are volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
From what I understand, a lot of the firefighters down there are volunteer, and volunteer firefighters is something that touches me close, because my brother is a chief in a volunteer fire department in New York. Where I grew up on Long Island, it's mostly just about all volunteer firefighters. And these are people that do not get paid to go into your burning house to save your cat. They don't get, it's not a job. It's something they volunteer and willingly do without pay. The volunteers don't need to be paid. They want to be out there. Word for word. Fuck that guy. Do you want us to send a missile over there? We're apparently really good at killing people in foreign countries. So you want us to hook you up? Because I think we can. It's fucked up. It's such a fucked up situation. And I see there are a lot of people raising money. I started telling Nicole before, but she really wasn't listening to me.
Sorry.
It's all right. I get that a lot. There's a comedian, and what I know her from is she takes pictures. I mean, she's a stand-up comic, but the way I know her is there's a whole bunch of photographs of models looking sexy and in different poses, and she basically makes her own version of that.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not a bad-looking lady, but she's not a model, quote unquote model. And she makes silly versions or interpretations of those pictures. But she's apparently a really funny comedian, and she has raised a shitload of money to help the firefighting effort. Pink has donated a lot of money. I like Pink. She's donated quite a bit of money into helping the firefighters get them some resources. Apparently, these guys don't even have the right equipment. The equipment they have is either breaking down or they didn't have it to begin with. And they need, masks and shit like that. And they just don't have what they need to fight the fire, let alone the amount of fucking fire they're up against. For anybody who's never fought a fire before, which I'm assuming most people have not, it's not just you spray water on it, you move on. Putting out a fire, especially fires with that much heat and that much fuel, it takes a lot of effort, and putting water down and raking and shoveling and putting more water down, and cooling down any hot spots and finding hot spots, and the amount of wildlife lost.
Yeah, that's sad.
It was some ridiculous number of animals they believe have died. And now on one hand, most of the animals in Australia are trying to fucking kill you anyway. So maybe you're evening that out, but a lot of the cute animals are getting it too. Like I actually saw a video of a fucking koala went up to this guy on a bicycle, almost begging the guy for water. And koalas, from what I understand, usually don't interact with people that willingly and often. I saw a video where firefighters found a baby kangaroo, a joey, as they call it. Found a joey in the brush. I guess the rest of its family, its little kangaroo family, was nowhere to be found, and they found this. I mean, small baby. As they were, rescued him. I know you're not the biggest Steve Irwin fan, Maddie, but from what I understand, the The family in the zoo over there are treating a lot of animals and helping them recover. And it's just, forget the animals. Like, I forget what the number is of how many people have died so far. People have died, people have lost homes, and people are still setting fucking fires. So, you don't have guns, so you can't shoot them in the face. Do what they do in England and assault them with a narwhal tusk. That happened, by the way. A narwhal tusk.
Somebody assaulted somebody with a narwhal tusk?
On the bridge where the terrorist was, causing havoc. There was a meeting of convicted felons. It was like a halfway house type meeting, like right there. This terrorist started, so all these fucking felons pretty much jumped the guy, started beating the shit out of him. One guy who's happened to be Polish, from what I know, grabbed a narwhal tusk that was on the wall of this fucking place and fucking started going at this guy with a narwhal tusk. That's badass.
Unicorns are real.
500,000 animals dead, over 25 people died. The damage is immeasurable, inconceivable. Oh, I'm sorry, 500 million animals. I knew it was some like just obnoxious number. 500 million little critters. Now, I'm not like a big pet guy. I don't have pets. I'm not a big fan of keeping animals, but I like animals in the wild. They serve purpose. They are part of the ecosystem, and they're valuable on all different levels. That is a lot of death. That is a lot of death. That is like immeasurable. The amount of damage being immeasurable and inconceivable. You're absolutely right. Because I can't even wrap my fucking head around 500 million. Like, to me, like 500 million is like every animal that lives on the continent. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's just a fucking lot. And it's so sad seeing what's going on. And these volunteer firefighters, they're out there. They don't get breaks. They don't get days off. They don't get to go home on the weekends. They're out there in the fucking bush fighting these fucking fires with inferior equipment, not having the right gear. I saw one thing, a group of firefighters went onto some small island to fight a fire there, and the bridge burned. So not only could they not get any help in, they couldn't get the fuck off the island. Yeah. Seeing that, I saw pictures of this family, and I don't know if the father was a firefighter, but he was wearing turnout gear, where the father was sleeping on the lawn, and the family was taking turns protecting their property, trying to keep things wet and, keep the fire away. And it's, families having to protect their own homes like that. It's insane. It's absolutely mind boggling. And for the prime minister to not be stepping up and, for more people worldwide not to be jumping in, the Notre Dame Cathedral burned and they raised, I forget how many fucking millions of dollars overnight for a church. And now you have a whole fucking country is on fire. I mean, it is almost a whole damn country. Right. Like, at least the coastline all the way around is fucking burning. And very little is being done. It's fucking upsetting. Maddie, you never have to apologize. You know that. You go do what you got to do, son. Everybody show some love. That's Maddie listening from the land down under. He's our Australian buddy. He's our mate. G'day. But yeah, so if you have the opportunity to raise some funds, donate some money, if you're a member of a fire department and there's a way you could donate some equipment, gear, whatever that can get over there. And, donating gear will obviously take a long time because you have to do customs and that bullshit. A whole continent. Yeah. It's crazy. And they showed an overlay of how big, Australia is compared to the United States. I don't know how accurate the comparison was, but to give you an idea, Sydney, the capital city, looked like it was laying at about Orlando. And Brisbane, where Maddie is, which when you look at it, it doesn't look like it's that far, but when you overlay it, it's essentially Orlando to, I think it was like Norfolk, Virginia, or Virginia Beach, Virginia. So it was a pretty significant difference. You're talking about, probably 10-hour drive, 6 to 10-hour drive. So it's a big fucking country, and it's a continent. It's its own continent.
Is that the infographic you're looking for?
I couldn't see that.
Oh, sorry.
Is that overlaid over the United States, or is that just the one with the fire?
No,
just shows the fire.
Just the fire, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was looking through like the different infographics
Okay.
and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, there's tons now and information coming out. So, you know, if you can raise funds and get some help down there, they fucking need it. I'll say the country of Australia, who are, you know, I've never met an Australian who I didn't like. Australia is the size of the continental USA. That overlay was roughly showing that, Maddie. Okay, so it is fairly accurate. And like I said, the distance between you know, like Sydney and Brisbane looked like it was like between a 6 and 10 hour drive, just going off of where the city's laid across the United States. You know, the overlay. You know, it's a big fucking country, and you know they need fucking help. So if you can help the good folks in Australia, do so. I did see, and we were talking about it before we went live. There is an internet model, I guess, or Instagram model, whatever you want to call her title, cam girl. She was selling, you know, naked pictures, naked videos, probably selling her underwear, whatever, to raise money. She raised how much?
She raised over $500,000 and in 2 days, and the first day was just $1,000. But yeah.
So
$500,000 in 2 days before she got shut down.
So, ladies and gentlemen, especially the ladies, because you know I really don't want to see the meat. You know, no offense. I mean, I'm sure you got a nice dick. I just don't want to see it. But get naked to raise money for Australia. The Australians would want that. They would. I'm serious. Steve Irwin would want that. All right.
She said if you donate at least $10 and take a screen cap of your confirmation, she'll send you a nude photo. And she raised a lot of money. And then since she got shut down, other girls have been starting to do it too. Another girl raised $7,000 in her first hour, at basically $10 increments at each.
Now, I just hope that they are going to donate that money and then they're just going to pocket it.
No, it's not that they're donating the money. It's that you donate $10 and then you send your confirmation of your donation
so
to the girl.
You're not sending them money, you're sending
right.
Oh, okay. See, that's a good way to do it. Ladies,
yeah, so it's incentive.
Smart.
It's incentive for you to donate yourself.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I would do that if anybody would pay $10. If anybody wants to donate $10 for a picture of my balls, I will send you 2 pictures of my balls, one from each side, if you donate $10. So there you go. Send me to to the show here, to the private messaging thing. Send me I'll give you my realrogernelson@gmail.com. Send a copy of your receipt and you will get a picture of my coin purse
from the front or the back, because you said from each side.
You know what, I'll tell you what, just because I want people to donate, you send a picture of your copy of your receipt and you get to pick what angle it's going to be from. You want a picture of my taint? I'll give you a picture of my taint. I don't think anybody wants that. I'll tell you what, I'll even make a $10 donation for me not to send you a picture of my balls. I'm good with that too. Just fucking donate. All right. That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Okay.
So whatever will incentivize you the best, do that, and we'll handle it from the side. Yeah. It's crazy and it's sad. It really is, because like I said, I don't think I've ever met somebody from Australia that was an asshole. Like, I'm sure the assholes exist in Australia. There are fucking 100 and something of them that are setting fucking fires. I've just never met any. The ones I've met have always been friendly and fun, and
yeah,
you know, I've never met an Australian that was a dick. Obviously, like I said, they exist, but I haven't met them, and if I did, I would probably fucking kill them. You heard it here first, kids.
Don't set things on fire.
Yeah, don't set shit on fire. Like, it's just not cool. I mean, you want to set something on fire, do it like, you know, in a fire pit, in non-fucking fire zone. You know, the guy I was saying, Maddie, that I follow on YouTube is a guy named Cletus McFarland. I'm trying to get him in for an interview. His shop is based out of here. He's a race car guy. They went down and they did Summer Nats in Canberra. And just seeing the videos, like they were doing a burnout contest. And before they even got the car onto the burnout pad to squeal the tires and make tire smoke, so much fucking smoke in the air. It looked like it was foggy. Like but it had this glow, and it did not look good. And they actually left early. They've already come home. Or they're on their way. No, they got to America. They left early because the air quality was so bad. If you want to set something on fire, dig a huge dirt pit and set yourself on fire. You know what? I like that, Maddie. I like that. When we're in a fucking red flag situation here in Florida, I won't even barbecue outside. Like, that's how, you know.
You're not supposed to, are you?
I think you can.
Oh,
like because in a barbecue, not like I'm not just making a fire pit.
right.
But when we're in a high risk fire time,
don't
which
do that.
happens,
Yeah.
I don't I won't even barbecue outside just
No
because
fireworks, nothing.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. You're just being a fucking asshole. If you need fire that bad in Florida, it doesn't get that cold, kids. I have not. Have you turned the heat on? I have yet to turn the heat on.
I turn the heat on, but I set it up high or down low.
Down low. Okay,
down low,
so it's on, but not on.
Yeah,
on.
it's like I only put it on at night if it drops below like 70.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So.
Fair enough. See, my house just for some reason just holds heat. Like I have not turned the heat on at all, and it's been comfortable. Like in the morning, like when I wake up in the morning, it might be a little chilly, but not anything a pair of pants can't take care of.
Right.
So, I haven't turned the heat on.
I'm a wimp when
insane.
it comes to being cold. So.
Well, you fucking weigh 10 pounds soaking wet, wearing boots with bricks in your pocket.
I'm wearing an alpaca sweater right now.
Alpaca my bags.
You know where it came from?
Australia?
Peru.
I once knew a man from Peru.
And then he woke up in a pile of poo.
No, he fell asleep in a canoe, and then during the night he tickled it right and woke up in a pile of goo.
Are you sure it wasn't poo?
No, I'm sure. I once knew a man from Nantucket.
And then he took a shit in a bucket.
No, his dick was so long he could suck it. And he said with a grin as he wiped off his chin, if my ear was a cunt, I would fuck it.
I didn't know that the word autofellatio was a thing. I mean, I know what it is, and I know that people do it probably, I'm sure, but they do. But
you know who Ron Jeremy is, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows who fucking Ron Jeremy is.
He like lives in Sarasota or some shit now.
No shit.
Or somewhere very close. He lives somewhere very close.
I looked the hedgehog up, but he can lick his own dick. And he told his father that, hey, Dad, I can lick my own pecker. And his father said, don't ever fucking tell anybody that again. Don't ever mention that again.
And then he made a career.
Do you know what he did before he was a porn star?
He was a teacher.
Do you know where?
At a school, high school or something.
He was a school teacher in New York City, and he taught special education.
Oh, good for him.
He was a special ed teacher in the New York City public school system. So there you go. There's your factoid. You know what the most disgusting concept in the world is? A Ron Jeremy chia pet. Okay, that's not that disgusting. A Ron Jeremy scratch and sniff porn magazine would be probably gross.
Yes.
He just doesn't look like he smells good.
Yes.
Yeah, he might. I don't know.
I met him in person and he didn't smell. Excuse me. I met him once and he
was
didn't smell.
Was he nice?
Yes.
That's all I want in life. I just want Ron Jeremy to be a nice guy.
He was nice. He wasn't not nice either. He wasn't like overly nice. He was just a normal person. I was serving him at a restaurant.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I was serving him at a restaurant. He sat at a private table with a little hibachi table.
Did he eat like a whole pile of oysters or something?
No, he ate the King's Feast, which consisted of steak, lobster, and scallops.
That's pretty kingly.
Yeah.
And, he's the king of porn, so
yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, he was very nice. He looked pretty slovenly.
Yeah, he's not.
He didn't
not
smell bad though.
He's not a good-looking guy at all.
No.
So if you don't know who Ron Jeremy is, go back under the fucking rock you live under.
Yes.
Hell. I don't know. Did I tell you about the whole Netflix and chill thing?
No, what happened?
Oh my God.
Did Ron Jeremy ask you to
No.
Netflix and chill?
Well, I was going to say there's only one person in the world I could think of that wouldn't know who Ron Jeremy is. It's my wife. I think she knows who he is. My wife did not know what Netflix and chill meant.
It means come over so we can bone.
That my 14-year-old son had to explain it to her because I wasn't there at the time. So
and she said, how do you know what that is?
So she asked me, she's like, do you know what Netflix and chill is? I'm like, yeah, why? You want to do it? She's like, no. I'm like, well, what about, Hulu and Do You? Disney Plus and Thrust. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we talking about? Why are we having this conversation? It didn't work, by the way, just in case somebody's keeping score at home on the home version. So bottom line to that is we'll move on off of Australia. So please support Australia. There are brothers with funny accents. Fuck you, Maddie. You have a funny accent. I just like the way they say cunt. I love that word. What?
I'm looking at today in history.
Oh, we'll get there in a second.
Okay.
So anyway, so back to the start of the show before Maddie jumped in. We're back from our 2-week hiatus. I was in New York for 2 weeks, freezing my dingus off. Says the guy with a funny accent. Fuck you, man. I don't have an accent. Actually, I could say like Nicole. To me, Nicole doesn't even have an accent.
What you talking about? I don't have an accent.
Do you have an accent, man?
I have an accent, and I sometimes when I get so angry, you
can't. No S. Sometime. SOMETINE. Sometime.
No, I only have an accent when I'm angry, and my Spanish comes out.
I've never heard that, but like you're very neutral.
Thank you.
Like I mean, I was in fucking New York for 2 weeks, so I'm sure it's a little thicker now. So I was around them. I was around them people. Them damn Yankees.
The Yankees.
Damn Yankees. Jankies. The Jankies.
The
Do
Jankies.
you like Jankies? You a Janky fan? Yeah, that always blew my mind about Scarface, though. It was all Italians playing Cubans.
Yeah,
Except for
I
like
know.
one or two guys.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I'm going to say this, then I'll let you go do your show intro. Okay. So what are you going to say, Maddie? I'm waiting.
Can we go back to the time where we were debating whether to impeach our president because he slept with somebody or received oral sex instead of all this madness that's going on now? Can we go back to a simpler time?
See, here's the thing, though. They didn't impeach him because he got a blowjob. It's because he lied about it.
Okay, but
then again, if my wife was that much of a bitch, I'd lie about it too. Can't lie.
I have heard interviews with Hillary and Bill Clinton, and they say that they would rather have a cup of coffee with each other than sleep together. They openly admit that.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, again, looking at her, I can't blame him. Maddie said, just to drop in, and we'll come right back to that. Maddie says, so everyone has an accent. Even the guys in Africa that talk in cliques have accents. I've had this conversation with Hi. You're right. Everybody does have an accent. I mean, I'll say, oh, I don't have an accent because my ear is used to hearing the New York accent.
No, everybody does have an accent. An accent is your inflection and your dialect and all that stuff. And yes, we have an American accent because we are speaking English, but we don't have an
here's
English
the thing,
accent.
to me, all Australians have the same accent. Like everybody.
I feel like they would argue with you depending on what part of Australia you're from.
But again, because my ear isn't that finely tuned to that accent, everybody from Australia sounds the same. To me, everybody from England sounds the same. Everybody from Cuba sounds the same. Not really. Everybody from every Spanish-speaking country sounds the same to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know.
Gracias. Mow it. Anyway. No, you're right. Everybody does have an accent. Nah. We fucking don't. You guys, are there different like accents in different regions?
Of course there are. There's different accents in England.
Well, Australia's so fucking big. There's no way it couldn't be. I mean, I'm sure, and now is there like a difference between like the Aboriginal people's accent? I'm sure they don't speak. Well, yeah, they. I mean, the ones I've spoken to. Anyway, we don't need to have a long drawn out conversation about accents. Everybody has an accent. That is true.
Everybody has an accent, and it's just like an opinion. And here's somebody's armpits.
Here's what's crazy though. The most people that speak with heavy accents, especially if they're from a foreign country, they speak with their national accent. Most of them I can understand. I can understand the heavy accent in English, except for one language,
which is
Creole French, like Haitian Creole.
Just pretend it's French.
No, because a lot of the words and the way the words are spoken are so different than French.
Wait, you're saying that you can't understand?
I have the hardest time understanding Haitian Creole
when they're speaking English.
When they're speaking English with a heavy Haitian accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like if they're were born here and speak, then no. But it's if they are a natural, Haitian Creole speaker, that's the one language I have the hardest time understanding.
I can't.
I don't know why.
I can't think of what that sounds like.
Okay, do your show intro. God damn it! I want to be this exciting news. Gonna be at work in 30 minutes. I'm gonna ride with you guys in my ear to work now. All right. What were we talking about before that? I don't know. So we'll just go into
fires and stuff.
Yeah, fires and stuff. And yeah, so I spent my 2 weeks in New York, freezing my dingus off. It actually wasn't that cold. It was very mild. My daughter was upset. She wanted to see snow so fucking bad. Aww. Do you want to know when she saw snow?
On the plane leaving.
When we hit 10,000 feet.
Oh.
She's sitting in the row right in front of me, and I'm like, I point out the window. She doesn't like looking out the window. I'm like, Kara, look at the window. It's snowing. And it was fucking heavy snow we were flying through. And then once we cleared like 25,000 feet, it was, we're above the clouds. So yeah, the whole time, actually, when we first got there, as we were leaving the airport, there was like a pile of icy, slushy snow shit right at the entrance. So that was the only snow she got to see. Christmas Day was fucking weird. So my in-laws' stove died. Well, their oven died. It didn't die. It worked. As a matter of fact, it worked so fucking well, it wouldn't stop heating up. Like it would just turn on and just fucking go full throttle.
Like it had a mind of its own?
It just, not that it had a mind of its own, it was just on. And the oven just kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. If we didn't stop it, it would probably just self-combust. Yeah, that's a problem. So, and this happened like 2 days before Christmas, like Monday night. That my wife and kids went into the city to see the Radio Rock, the Rockettes. We were talking about that before I.
Did you actually go watch them?
I didn't go. They went.
Oh, okay.
I got pizza and went to bed But my mother-in-law tried to heat up a slice of pizza in the oven that night, and it burnt it because the oven just kept getting hotter and hotter.
So it never got to it never stopped the preheat temperature.
Yeah, if you set it to 350, it just went to 500 and beyond, to infinity and beyond in the oven. It was almost as if Hitler was controlling it. It was weird. But so their oven didn't work. So Christmas Eve, we're like, all right, I think I know what the problem is. I looked overall. They still had all the paperwork from and sure as shit, the extended warranty they bought expired in November.
Like a month before.
Exactly. So I'm like, I think I know what the problem is. We'll get the part. It's like $40 for the part. It'll take me fucking 10 minutes to put it in. Let's try it. It'll either work or it won't. It didn't work. So my father-in-law roasts prime rib on Christmas Day. Actually, he roasts 4 fucking prime ribs on Christmas Day because everybody comes over there. So how did we cook fucking 4 prime ribs?
Fire.
Goddamn barbecue.
Fuck yeah.
So I spent most of Christmas Day in the backyard cooking meat, drinking beer, which is fine with me because I don't have to talk to anybody.
But it was cold outside.
I have a hoodie and I bought a fucking hat. I bought a beanie that said Carhartt on it. So I was in the backyard. I was comfortable as hell. I was happy as a clam.
Good.
Barbecuing. But yeah, then I did. I was on Long Island News Radio with Jay Oliver, LI in the AM, which was nice. Cut some promos for them. Had John Butera. We had the comedian Christmas party. That was I should drag next year if I get invited to it and I can get up there. I'm dragging you up to New York just for this Christmas party.
Okay.
Picture a bar full of comedians with no comedy show. Just everybody trying to fucking make everybody else laugh. The whole fucking, it was crazy. It was a good time. Oh, and they had karaoke.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So, we had that. Oh, John, I'm going to be doing a show and the date's not set yet. It'll probably be sometime in July. Be doing a show in New York. John started telling me about it. As soon as he got the words Zeppeli truck out of his mouth, I didn't need to hear anything else. I don't care how much I'm getting paid. Do you know what a Zeppeli is?
No.
It's like an Italian donut. We call them belly bombs.
Is it a donut but long?
No. It's like, think a ball of dough, and the dough is made with ricotta cheese. It's like sweet, cheesy, but you really don't taste the cheese. It's just super sweet, super doughy, super greasy, and covered in powdered sugar. It's so fucking good. But he said Zeppeli truck, and I'm in. That's it. You fucking bastard, I'm in. So we got that. Went on Struggles podcast, Justin McDonald. I was very upset because Emily Santosis, who's the half a lady in the 2 Men and a Half a Lady, said that at the party she wanted fucking White Castle. So I fucking picked up White Castle on my way, and she had the nerve not to show up. That bitch.
But you ate them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I still love her, but, I had to take one for the team and ate them. And what's funny is if you watch, I ate like half it was a 30-pack. I ate at least half of it. And you watch the whole first part of the video. I'm just eating fucking White Castle as I go. And it was fucking hilarious. I was going to count how many I ate, but I was even disgusted at myself. So what else did I do? New Year's Eve, I was going to my stepdaughter flew us up there to spend the holidays. And she didn't even fucking stick around New Year's Eve. She's like, no, we're just going to stay in the city where it's nice and quiet. I'm like, fuck you, man. Can I come?
How's it quiet in the city?
Well, because they just stay in their apartment. They're not in like Midtown Manhattan, although they have a beautiful view of Manhattan from their place. But we went out the kids stayed over one night. So we went out there and they made us dinner. And I taught that girl well. And I'm sure she learned shit from everybody else, but they can cook. It was a delicious meal. But other than that, I mean, I was in the bagel place so often that they knew my name. They learned my name over 2 weeks. Because the last day I was there, I stopped and got an egg sandwich for the last go round. And as I was leaving, the guy's like, "Hey, have a good day, Roger." I'm like, "Damn, they fucking know me now."
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I spent probably spent the same amount I spent on the rental car in fucking bagels and egg sandwiches.
I really want to try an egg sandwich. I think that's my only goal.
Yeah.
My only New York food goal.
It's so weird. Well, you like it. You like eggs.
I like eggs a lot.
Yeah.
So I like eggs a lot.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. Oh, so good. So good. Actually, even just one of those hard rolls with butter on it is just amazing. Like, just butter it up. Smear me down in butter.
Do you want to hear what today's weird holidays are? Because there's a couple of weird ones.
Yes.
Are you a fan of basketball? No.
My dad played.
Today is National or Harlem Globetrotters Day. Do you know that they have a magician that tours with them who's from Tampa?
I did not know that.
His name is Blaine.
David Blaine?
No, just Blaine.
Oh, that's it? Just one name?
Yeah, he's like Madonna.
Oh, okay.
He's
like Madonna without the hepatitis and herpes?
Yeah, he just does card
Okay.
tricks. I actually met him in Ybor a long time ago.
Yeah?
And the first time I ever met him, he did a card trick where he's like, write your name on the card. And then he like tears it up and does some like wild shit. And then the card ends up whole, but inside my beer bottle.
Crazy.
Yeah, right.
That's fucking nuts.
And then he got a job being their magician.
That's cool.
Yeah, touring with the Harlem Globetrotters.
My connection to the Harlem Globetrotters is actually not a connection at all. But that the song that they whistle, their official song is "Sweet Georgia Brown," I think it's called.
Mm.
I can't even whistle, but I did a dance when my stepdaughter was taking dance classes. They did a Father's Dance every year.
Yeah.
So one year we did it. We actually was a pretty badass routine with fucking basketballs to Sweet Georgia Brown. It was a good time.
That's
like
cool.
dribbling basketballs and stuff. It was good. We also did one where we dressed up as nuns. That was fucking great. I'm still friends with one of the fathers, and we refer to each other as Sister Rich and Sister Roger. Oh, so anyway, so what else you would this date in history?
Oh, you want to stay in history, or you want funny holiday?
What was the Harlem Globetrotters one?
That's funny holidays.
Oh, funny holidays.
Yeah, so I have International Programmers Day. So thank you to everybody who wrote our programs on the internet.
Yes, we thank you for the porn.
National Bobblehead Day. Yeah. That's like how the Indian people say thank you. National Old Rocks Day.
Old rocks, like rock,
like stones, like outside.
Oh, I didn't know that they needed a day, but okay.
This one's for you.
Okay.
National Pass Gas Day.
I've been farting up a shitstorm.
And National Tempura Day for all my Japanese foodies.
Nice.
There you go. That's my funny holidays for today. And I want to say happy birthday to a couple of famous people, most of which are dead.
Okay. Happy birthday, dead people.
Stephen Hawking's.
Nice.
Elvis Presley.
I don't think Stephen Hawking's dead. I think somebody just forgot to change his batteries.
Oh,
I know.
pobrecito.
Today was Elvis's birthday?
Today's Elvis's birthday and David Bowie's birthday and Kim Jong-un, who's not dead, and also R. Kelly and Noah Cyrus.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Elvis. He died on the toilet.
Yeah.
I've actually been.
So did Stephen Hawking's.
Well, he died in his chair, which was in his bed on his bedpan. I've actually been doing a lot of learning about Mr. Elvis Presley, and more specifically, not so much his music, which is fascinating, and how he got his start, but how his father was his manager, and how his father ran the business of Elvis Presley. It's just the record keeping and everything they did is just, it's so cool and so like well done. It's just worth watching. Something else I saw, speaking of things to watch, I wanted to talk about this. Do you have Disney Plus?
No, maybe. Well, don't you get it with Amazon Prime?
No.
Don't you get it with something?
With ESPN, I think.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't have any of those things.
Okay. There's a series for any of you with where your Disney Plus trial hasn't run out yet. There's a series now on Disney Plus called An Imagineering Story. And one of the things that's, and I've talked about this, one of the things that's always fascinated me about Disney, the company, is what makes it what it is, the history and the people, and not so much the pixie dust and horse shit, but what makes the parks what they are, and what made the movies what they are, and again, the people behind it. And it turns out that the woman who produced it is, I think her name is Leslie Iwerks. Her father, and more specifically her grandfather was a guy named Ub Iwerks, who was Disney's right hand. It was like Disney's top animator. He's the guy that animated Mickey Mouse. Walt Disney didn't animate Mickey Mouse. Ub Iwerks did.
He just drew him.
Well, Walt created him. Walt did the voice, and Walt was the creative. But the one who actually did the animation was Ub Iwerks. Ub's son Don also worked for Disney, and Leslie, it works for Disney as well. But it's so cool, and just seeing not only the genius that Walt Disney was, but how fucking lucky he was doing the right thing at the right time and just nailing it. And it's just a really cool series. So if you get the chance to check that out, Another series to check out on Netflix is called The Movies That Made Us. And the first one, well, you
No, I was going to say there's a book by that. It's probably the same thing. It's probably based on the same things.
okay. And it gives a lot of the behind the scenes of the production of movies that were very popular. And I've only watched 2 episodes for the first one was Dirty Dancing, and it was excellent. I hate to admit, I actually don't hate that movie. I do like that movie. There's something about it. I think I had a thing for Jennifer Grey back in the day.
Patrick Swayze was a pedophile in the movie.
That actually was proven wrong because she was graduating high school.
I was 17 when I graduated high school.
17 is the age of consent in New York State.
Oh. Can't you, like, in Florida, you can get married with parental consent at 16?
Yeah, they got fucking weird ass laws down here. You can, like, marry your sister or something. I don't fucking know. But no, it was actually a good movie, good story, and just how that was made. And the second one was Home Alone. And this fucking blew my mind. And I'm going to spoil this little bit for you. So if you're going to watch it, there's still plenty more that I'm not going to spoil. But this fucking blew me away. You've seen the movie Home Alone, I'm sure, right?
Yes.
All of the interior shots of the house were done not on location at the house. They were done on a soundstage, sort of. Well, Chicago, where John Hughes preferred because he's dead, to make movies, didn't have really any quality sound stages. So they used a high school gymnasium and built this entire fucking house inside the gymnasium.
Oh, wow.
And the scene where they flood the basement was actually filmed in the school's swimming pool. They built a set piece in the swimming pool so they could flood it out and not worry.
Oh, good.
Not damage anything. It's just kind of crazy when you see it. And they're not only just showing the clips from the movie, they're showing pictures and video from behind the scenes. So you're seeing a video of the camera guy standing in the water, filming him as he comes down the stairs. It's just crazy to see that angle of things.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. Very interesting. So what else you got?
I got a Florida man story.
What's a Florida man story? What did Florida man do?
Florida man denies syringes found in his rectum that they're his. From Pinellas County, of all places.
Oh, Penniless County.
Yeah, he was arrested on drug charges because he had a warrant for drug charges.
Oh, wow.
And then he's like, those syringes aren't mine in my bum. And they were. They were.
This is my shocked face. I mean, Jesus.
How'd those get there?
There's a guy that has a YouTube channel, Mike the Cop, and he does like, goes to arrest a guy. It's like, these aren't my pants. Oh man, it's a good thing you told me they weren't your pants. I was going to arrest you for that. People are fucking crazy.
That's my only Florida man story today.
Yeah?
Yeah, this just keeps popping up over and over again.
Okay.
Oh, Florida man threatens to kill neighbors with kindness.
Wait, to kill neighbor with kindness?
Yeah.
Or to kill the neighbor's kindness?
No, kill the neighbors with kindness. He didn't say kill him with kindness?
Yeah.
Florida man threatens to kill his neighbors with kindness.
Oh, okay. As in not shitting on their lawn? Or...
Acts of kindness are usually sweet, but not this one. A Florida man was arrested for aggravated battery and aggravated assault after threatening to kill 2 neighbors with kindness, in quotes.
Is kindness his dog? Or is that what he named his rifle?
Wasn't referring to traditional act of love. Keep
your mouth in front of the microphone.
That's what he named his machete.
Oh. See, I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to kill him with kindness.
So.
Oh, Lord. Florida man, you do not let us down. We love you.
This Florida man actually looks like he would actually be a nice guy, though. That's the sad part.
Really? Is that the one with kindness, the machete?
Yes.
Oh, let me see him.
He's got a little bump on his head, but other than that.
Yeah.
He looks like a little hippie. Looks like somebody you'd see at your local, burn session on the beach.
So now I got a story that we're going to talk a little bit about.
Tell me.
And this happened this past week, or actually 2 weeks ago now, in Bradenton, Florida, which is a little bit south here in Tampa. And a man woke up to find another man who broke into his house sucking on his toes. Yes. And the person has escaped and is currently wanted by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. So if you or someone you know was the perpetrator of the toe sucking incident, call the Manatee County Sheriff's Office and let them know. That like kind of like, I don't want to kink shame people because that's what you're into, but like, why would you break into somebody's house? I'm sure you could like find somebody who'd be willing to let you suck on their toes. Like, I know there's a lot of people that are into that. No? Yes?
I was looking for the article you sent me and I can't find it.
It's in there somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. Yes, somebody would, you could pay somebody and get paid to suck on / have your toes sucked.
Seriously.
So why break into a stranger's house to do it?
And it doesn't even matter. Like I've seen plenty of people, and I know people who are into that shit. And I've seen some like really nasty fucking feet that people will like buy their shoes, socks, buy their shoes, suck on their toes, and like not even like pretty, well manicured, like snatch trout out of a lake kind of toes.
Snatch trout.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, yeah, I don't know. What was the story? Why did he break into
They
somebody's
didn't
house?
arrest him. He escaped.
Oh.
He's still at large. He is wanted by the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
Is Manatee County like the Keys?
No, it's the next county south of here.
Oh, okay.
It's Hillsborough, Manatee, then Sarasota.
Oh, gotcha.
So once you get down, I think it's the Big Bullfrog Creek or something like that. That's what it's called. Something, or the Manatee River, like down that way. You know where the Skyway Bridge is?
Yes.
There are 3 counties that oversee the Skyway Bridge.
I know. So you told me that the other day, and when I had to drive over the Sunshine Skyway, it was like, I'm in Pinellas or whatever I am, or Pasco.
I'm in Manatee. I'm in Hillsborough.
I'm in Hillsborough.
Penniless. If I ever see somebody going to jump off the Skyway Bridge, because it is the second most suicided bridge in the country. If I see somebody going to do it, I think I'm just going to yell out, "Do a backflip."
Oh.
I mean, if you're going to tie up traffic, at least do it with style.
That's so messed up.
Yeah, I know. It is.
I have so much anxiety crossing that bridge every single time.
Why? You drive a little fucking car. I drive a big fucking truck. When it's windy, holy shit.
Well, for
It's
starter,
kind of blown.
So when I was little, we drove on the bridge, right? And ever since then, I had this dream that I'm in the back of a pickup truck or like an open Jeep or something like that, and we're going up the bridge, and the bridge is so steep that I'm literally like falling out of the back of the truck, and I'm like holding on to the bed of the truck so I don't fall out. And so when I moved here, I had to drive over the bridge to come here to Tampa. And I was like, this is it. This is the dream. This is how I die. I fall out of the back of my truck.
You need to do less drugs. I'm just kidding.
But I was a child when I had this dream, and this is a reoccurring nightmare. And then I went to San Francisco, and then I was really scared that I was going to fall out of the back of the truck.
And that's the most suicided bridge.
Yeah, so there you go.
You need to cross the Annapolis Bridge.
Why is that?
It's so fucking high up over the Chesapeake Bay. There are people that will drive your car across for you.
I'm not scared to cross a high bridge. I am scared to cross a steep bridge.
I got a picture that's going to freak you the fuck out.
Why?
Hold on.
And
you don't like steep bridges, and I'm going to show you a really steep bridge.
I was really scared when I was in Peru, and with don't say.
I already did it.
There was, because there were some really steep staircases that we had to climb up and down, to the point that some of them I didn't really want to. You're climbing them more like a ladder. You're not climbing them like you're climbing stairs, and I don't know. It freaks me out. It freaks me out. There's some streets like that in San Francisco too.
What about this?
Is that for real?
Yeah. Are you getting anxiety just looking at it?
I don't ever want to drive on that. Why is it curved?
I don't know. It's in fucking Japan.
Oh my God.
Look at that though. It's fucking crazy.
That's a dream that I have. I have this dream all the time. I don't understand why it's curved. That's not okay.
That's like really tweaking your OCD, isn't it? Going up the bridge like this.
No.
It's like you go up the bridge and then you go.
I'm gonna fall out of the back of the truck.
See, now is it just the steep incline, or is it the fact that it's a bridge with a steep incline?
No, it's the steep incline. I don't care that it's a bridge. So
you would hate getting out of Mickey's bathtub on the Moab Trail or the Rubicon Trail.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
It is a hole. It's a rock. It's rock formation. But it's a fucking hole that you drive your Jeep into and then out of. And when your Jeep is in the bottom of the hole, it's basically the hole is the size of your fucking Jeep. So you're in there and the fucking rock is above you. And then in order to get out, you got to almost go up 90 degrees and crawl out.
No. Just no.
So you can find a picture then. Pretty sure
I'm
it's
not
Mickey's bathtub.
I'm not super scared of
Ooh.
I'm not super scared of a lot of things, but that does not sound appealing to me. I would be more okay if I had to like climb it just to my body or something, or I don't know. I don't trust machinery. What if it's too heavy? What if it falls backwards? What if I fall out? Oh, it's little.
But you have to go up 90 degrees.
Oh, that's so little.
Oh, you know
That's
what?
little. That doesn't
No.
bother me.
No, I know what would bother you. The lion's back.
That's little. That looks like I'd climb out if I needed to.
The lion's back is what used
Why
to be.
wouldn't you just go around that hole?
How about that? That's pretty fucking steep.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want that.
Yeah. It's a narrow, fairly narrow rock formation with a drive on it, and you drive your Jeep up this fucking mountain. This is now actually private property, and you can't do it. No mo.
I saw a big fancy Jeep today, and I thought of you because it had a sticker on it that said, "Yours can go fast, but mine can go anywhere."
That's true.
Yeah.
That
So
is damn true.
it was. You want to see the picture of the fancy Jeep?
Go ahead. I saw one with on the older Jeeps. It had Jeep like embossed into the fender, and it had stick figures fucking, and it said only on a Jeep.
It also had an advertisement for like owning your own home, but that's not what I was looking at. But I wasn't.
It's not a bad rig.
It looked like it had like it has the oh shit bars.
I have those.
Yeah, the fancy oh shit bars.
I miss my Jeep.
And then it looked like it has a for the fire, what do you call it? To put out the fire?
A fire extinguisher.
Thank you.
Yeah, usually if you're going off-roading, you should have that with you. It is required safety equipment.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Shovel, tow strap jack, fire extinguisher, first aid kit. Things you should have with you.
I have some of those things in my car.
Well, there you go.
I don't have a fire extinguisher.
Nor do you have four-wheel drive.
No, I don't.
No.
No, but I do have a rope and flares.
And a shotgun and a shovel and a bag of lime. Oh, wrong party.
Half those things.
Okay, give me.
I have a bag of oranges, no limes.
If you were going to go into Walmart and buy 3 things to freak the clerk out, what 3 things would you buy? I've seen this all. People post that shit all the time on Facebook. What 3 things would you buy to freak out the clerk? Assuming you don't go through self-checkout.
Big, strong trimming shears.
Okay.
Visqueen.
What is Visqueen?
Big plastic sheeting.
Oh, okay.
Probably a lot of duct tape. Does it have to be does it have to be just like one roll of duct tape, or can it be like a bunch of duct tape? Does that count as multiple items?
No, it's I would count multiple rolls as one item.
Okay.
It's multiples of the same thing.
Lots of duct tape, lots of Visqueen and shears.
I would buy a teddy bear, ether starting fluid, and a chainsaw.
Why? I mean, okay.
They probably wouldn't get it, but it would just make me laugh. Or a teddy bear, some duct tape, and some lube.
Sure. Would you?
You're just going for shock value, not things you should actually use.
Oh. Mayonnaise, a cucumber, and Visqueen.
It's going to be a good night. Oh.
You got to throw the Visqueen in there.
Oh, your mom says, the time we were in Ecuador and the hill was so steep, my uncle's car didn't have enough power to get up the hill with all of us. So several of us had to get out of the car until it got up the hill.
I remember
Oh,
that.
Jesus. I can imagine that.
I feel like I ended up just like walking up part of the way with my cousin.
I've had to do that in the winter in New York, where the car just couldn't get traction. So it's not that it didn't have power; it just didn't have enough traction. It was too much weight. It was just sliding down.
If I remember correctly, so I only remember riding in 2 cars in Ecuador. I was like 10 years old, I think, and it was either a really old VW Bug or some sort of small SUV that I can't think of what it could be.
VW Bugs didn't have a lot of power.
So it's probably that one then.
Didn't have a lot of power, and they were rear-wheel drive. So it's possible. It's very possible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and my cousin just got out and walked part of the way.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah.
A Daewoo.
Oh.
Daewoo.
That must have been the small SUV then.
I actually had a problem.
Wait, no, that's not right.
No, that'd be a small car.
Yeah.
It's a small South Korean car company.
I know what Daewoo is. I just don't remember riding in one.
I had a problem once in Huntington, New York. I used to deliver payroll checks for the Paychecks Corporation. And Huntington, North Shore, Long Island, very hilly. And this main road, which is State Road 110, turns into New York Avenue, and you get up to Huntington. Very busy road. But the side streets are hilly. So it's like hills going to this road at the bottom. And it's like the bottom of the hill is the road. I pulled out of this parking lot. And it was snowing. And I pulled out and just started sliding sideways.
Oh, no.
And then I kind of like wiggled. And I was afraid I was going to just slide right into the fucking road. And like, was managed to stop and kind of wiggle my way down, like back and forth, sliding sideways. And then finally got to the bottom. And it took me like 20 minutes to do it, to go maybe 30 yards.
That sucks.
Just trying to. And then on one of my accounts, leaving an office building, it was a slope down to the street. And the car in front of me fucking slid right out into traffic. Went right around them motherfuckers.
I'm so happy it doesn't snow here.
Yeah, I kind of miss it. Like, I liked driving in snow. I probably wouldn't now up there because there's just too many fucking people. But I used to enjoy driving in the snow because there were very few cars on the road. And I used to enjoy it. I'm fucking weird. Leave me alone. Stop picking on me. Oh, there was another story, and I don't remember, and I'm too lazy to fucking look it up, but I think Chaz and AJ did this as a Florida, not Florida, but I didn't see the result. So you know what? I'll look it up to determine whether it was Florida, not Florida, and let's see what you say. A woman had to take a drug test. So she used her dog's piss and got caught.
You think?
Yeah. So what do you think? You think that would be something that a Florida woman would do?
No, I don't think it's Florida.
No?
I think it's somewhere else.
Woman?
I think Florida woman would bring her dog in, claim it's an emotional support animal, and then get him to pee in it.
So it's warm. Happened in Kentucky 5 days ago. Woman in Kentucky accused of turning in man's best friend to try and pass a drug test. So turning to man's best friend to pass a drug test. According to the Pineville Police Department, Julie Miller, 40, of RJ, Kentucky, is charged with tampering with physical evidence. People will fucking do anything.
Just don't do drugs.
People be cray-cray.
Don't do drugs. You cannot do drugs for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until you have to take a piss test. You can. I don't care what kind of drugs you like. You cannot do them for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Don't do drugs, Roger.
Stop doing heroin. I don't do drugs.
Yeah, you're boring. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't need drugs to have the party I'm having.
You're right.
I'm fucked up enough.
My mom always said drugs are for people who aren't creative.
I can get that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Or maybe the drugs just amplify your creativity. At least the marijuana does.
A little bit of here, a little bit of there.
Yeah. Moderation, they say.
Yeah.
Moderation. I only do cocaine off of strippers' asses every Tuesday night. Oh, it's Tuesday.
Where's the party?
It'll be happening later. Actually, there will be no party. I'm going to go home after this, like an old man.
That's usually what happens, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So.
What else? Did I have any other notes? I don't know.
We can talk about this.
Oh, yes. We shall talk about them. Let me just see if I had any other notes that I wanted to speak of. Oh, yes. One other thing. This is fucking incredible, and I got to find out when it is, and I want tickets, and I want to go. My wife took my daughter to go see Aladdin at the Straz Center here in Tampa. The Straz Center is a big theater here in Tampa. And it was the traveling, what is that?
Lotion. Coconut oil stuff.
Oh, am I that crusty? No, I'm gonna be lubing up when I get home.
Okay.
Got special body lube for my skin condition. So she took her to see Aladdin at the Straz Center, and she saw an advertisement for a show that's coming up. And it is a Golden Girls tribute with puppets.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to find out when this Golden Girls puppet show
at
is.
Straz?
At the Straz, yeah.
Is it like giant marionettes?
I don't know.
Or like hand puppets? Or
Golden Girls.
Wow.
I guess spelled girls wrong.
I also, you said puppets, and my brain went so many different directions. Like when I was the Zero puppet, and I just imagine like a big caricature head on like a stick, and people dancing around on stage and things like that. But then also, I started thinking about what was that movie where he was the rock opera puppet writer? It was like, I think it was Vince Vaughn, who.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
It's called That Golden Girls Show, a puppet parody.
Is it
parody
like?
Hang on. This is an article from October 30th. Golden Girls puppet parody comes to Tampa. When the fuck is it? Oh, God, that's funny. Picture it, Tampa, 2019. That's when the Straz Center for the Performing Arts added That Golden Girls Show, a puppet parody, to its upcoming season. Oh, when does it run?
Does it have pictures?
Oh. The puppet parody will thank you for being a friend on January 26th, 2020. Tickets are now on sale starting at $35.50. For more information, visit strazcenter.org. That looks fucking funny. Get ready for an evening of cheesecake, laughter, jazzercise, shoulder pads, sex, and the elegant art of the quick-witted put-down. The Straz Center, the Straz's press release reads, join the girls from Sophia's get-rich-quick schemes to Rose's tales from St. Olaf, Blanche's insatiable hunt for men, and the fountain of youth and Dorothy's daily struggle to make sense of her life. Fans of the show will fondly reflect on the beloved sitcom, but the Straz added that it's also a first-timer friendly. This will be an enjoyable introduction to the brilliance that television series, they advise. Video of the puppets in action can be seen below. The puppet parody, well, thank you, January 26th. So January, if you're in Tampa, check that shit out. I think I may see if I can scare up some dough and go see the Golden Girls at the Straz Center.
Golden Girls puppet show.
You know what? I am not fucking ashamed to admit that I'm a fan of the Golden Girls.
I never got into it. Not that I hate it or anything. I just never really got into it.
I wouldn't say I was like into it. I mean, a lot of the jokes, especially when it was on, kind of flew over my head. But it's fucking Betty White. I mean,
I remember
Arthur, Estelle Getty.
I remember the episode where the president came to visit them.
Yeah.
There, and I don't remember which one of their names, which one, but she was like, I'm running into the president today at the grocery store or something. No, mind you, this has probably been 20 years since I've seen it. I run into the president today and he's going to come over for dinner. And they were all freaking out. And they were like, no, he's not, because you're lying and you're over exaggerating. He probably just said that to be nice. And he shows up. Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
I just found out the community my mom lives in, Vice President Pence is going to be there next Thursday.
Oh.
So I'm like, Mom, what are your plans next Thursday? I don't know what's going on.
Does Trump live in Palm Beach yet?
Well, he's an official resident, but he's split in time between Palm Beach and the White House.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
But I said to my mom, like, what's your plans next Thursday? I don't know. Like, fucking stay home because it's going to be a shit show. He's coming to your community center. Talk to all the old people.
I would go. I like listening to politicians speak, even if I don't necessarily agree or support with them. I just want to hear what they have to say in person.
See, I don't. I'd rather watch it on TV because I can just turn it off and it gets stupid. Because they're going to just say bullshit. It's not like they're going to say anything wise and powerful anymore. They're all fucking idiots.
But a lot of times stuff is censored on the internet. I mean, on the TV, or they can just like switch to commercial break if they want to, and you don't get the whole picture. Yeah. So
again, whatever they're going to say is fucking nonsensical gibberish anyway.
I mean, I went to go see President Trump speak before he was our president. So it was interesting. I got a free poster out of it.
He makes speeches.
They made me throw away my brass knuckles.
Yeah. He makes speeches like my dad used to. Like my Donald Trump's a New York City executive. My father was a New York City executive and made speeches a lot. And there are a lot of mannerisms that I see, a lot of my father's mannerisms in Trump. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I liked him, why I supported him, was because he reminded me a lot of my father. My father wasn't orange, though. We'll say that right now. He was not orange. But a lot of the facial expressions and the way he moves when he talked, my father was very similar. And they're close to the same age. So, I see a lot. And I don't know if I'd waste the time to go see him live, though. It just, I've seen him live just many years ago in New York City, but not making a speech. I just happened to see him on the street. But, I don't, not for me.
Did you hear that they cut that scene out of Home Alone where he talks to him?
In Canada, they edited it out. I don't know why.
It was like a cameo that he doesn't he like say where are your
They're
parents?
in his
like,
fucking hotel. He owns the fucking hotel that they're in.
okay, so
And all he says is, can you tell me where the lobby is? He's like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
that way. And that's it. That's the scene. It's not, he doesn't say anything that even remotely that could be construed as controversial.
Right.
Donald Trump helped out Kevin McAllister, and we're all turning our fucking backs on him. We treat him like shit. Nobody else helped Kevin McAllister, but Trump did.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. I just think it's fucking funny that they impeached him, and then all of a sudden we're going to go to war with Iran, and Nancy Pelosi is sitting on the articles of impeachment. Like she's not sending them to Senate. Unless they, bow down to her demands, which is exactly what the definition of quid pro quo is. Just so you know, if you're following along what's going on. That was one of the things was, quid pro quo, this for that. She's doing the exact same bullshit. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. We may end the show early today.
Okay.
Yeah, you cool with that?
Yeah.
Because I kind of ran out of steam.
Right.
I shot my wad early. That's what happens,
Go buy Christie's book.
Oh, yes, we didn't talk about Christie's book. So a friend of the show and a friend of ours, Christy Monroe, the stripper comedian. She was on here a little over a year ago. I've been talking to her. You talk to her quite often.
Actually, like exactly a year ago, because she was here for our January show.
Oh, well, there you go.
So a year later, here we are.
So it would be actually a year tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Christy wrote a book called Something Ridiculous, a memoir by Christy Monroe. And I just want to hold this up because I love just don't judge a book by its cover. This cover just made me want to buy it. It's written in those like magnetic letters.
It's so cute, yet so disturbing.
Well, when you read the content of the book, and it's autobiographical. It's about her life, and she's been through a lot of rough shit. So the book delves into that. So if you want to read something ridiculous, it's a catchy title.
And I read.
I fucked shit. Nicole got this is the first print of the book. This is the first printing of the book.
Yeah.
The very first one printed. I ordered it, and it was delivered to my in-laws in New York, because that's the last place I was when I ordered something on Amazon. And so I'm going to wait till I get paid Thursday and order another copy. But if you can support her, she is, help this woman stop taking her clothes off her money.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't do that.
She's hot.
Let her. She wants to keep taking her clothes off for money. Let her.
I'm just trying to get people to buy the book. Calm down. She can take her fucking clothes off. I don't care.
I believe she talks about why she takes her clothes off later. I haven't gone that far yet. I'm only about halfway, however far that is.
All
so,
right.
And it's an easy read. In that it's not like you can pick it up and put it down, pick it up and put it down.
Okay, good.
I like the fact that each chapter is kind of its own, almost individualized memory.
Okay.
And you can start seeing how things come together the farther you go on.
Okay. I think she's very misunderstood by a lot of people. A lot of people think low of her because she is a stripper. She's actually a very intelligent girl.
Mm-hmm.
She is hot though.
Yeah. There's that.
Yeah, I mean, can't deny it.
Yeah, there you go.
So yes, Something Ridiculous. It's available on Amazon. It's like $15. So get it. Read it. Support the young lady.
Go to strippercomedy.com or her Instagram by the same name, and she has a link in her bio. Yes,
she's funny. Like, people only book her because she's hot. No, I booked her because I've seen parts of her act, and she was fun. I thought she was fucking hilarious, and she made me dance on a stripper pole. So there's that. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, check her book out. It's out now on Amazon. We got to get her back down here. I know she's in New York doing a whole bunch of shit.
The contents is a little mature, but I would definitely recommend it to anybody who's, I'd say, age probably 14 or older going through stuff.
Okay.
So
yeah, and again, it's autobiographical, and she's gone through a lot of shit. So, and if you are going through some shit, remember there's always people out there to talk to.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
What else? Next week we have an interesting guest. We're gonna have an interesting guest. A gentleman who is a paranormal. I got to confirm with him like what he would consider himself. He's like a paranormal researcher, paranormal investigator kind of thing. Talking about Ghost. Buy the book, donate to Australia, and get a pic of Roger in a tutu. If that's what you know what? If you're willing to donate to Australia, donate. Send me your demand to my email address, realrogernelson@gmail.com. You want a picture of me in a tutu? I'll give you a picture of me in a tutu. You want a picture of my taint? I'll send you a picture of my taint. And that was your mom that said that, and I'm not sending your mom a picture of my taint, even if she asks.
But she asked for a picture of tutu.
Yeah, I'll send that. So donate to Australia. Find one of those organizations that's actually going to do something and get the money to where it needs to be, and send me your demand, and I will do my best to acquiesce. Yeah. Mother, fathers, sisters, and brothers. So there's that. So next week, paranormal investigator. I'm actually really interested to talk to this guy.
Me too.
I'm a skeptic, and I'm really I got questions. I I want answers.
Do you think I could like bring some items in and be like, tell me what you feel about this energy?
I don't think he's that kind. I'll talk to him. I'm going to talk to him a little bit more at the end of the week. I told him I'd reach out to him and confirm. I don't think he's that kind of.
You want to see some of my bone collection? It's in my car later.
I'm going to look at this in a minute, Maddie.
Okay.
I don't know what he's saying. His pictures.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's his taint.
I hope not. I mean, he's got pretty eyes. I just don't want to see the brown one. Just saying, chocolate starfish. No interest. So donate to the fine folks in Australia. I wish I was like more of a celebrity and I could actually do something like.
You're not an Instagram model?
No, I'm not an Instagram model.
Could have fooled me.
Well, I like, have you ever gotten like an email to your email account saying, "Oh, we saw your pictures on Instagram. We want you to enter this contest"?
No, because I'm not that cool.
There's some contest that I've gotten several emails because I used the hashtag NASA, and the what they're saying that I should enter, what picture I should enter, is actually a fucking space docking joke. You know what space docking is? That's when two uncircumcised males put their dicks together and fold the foreskin from one over the other. That's called space docking.
Oh.
So I made a space docking joke, took a screenshot of it, posted it on Instagram, and hashtagged it NASA. So I'm getting emails like to my email account saying I should enter my NASA tagged picture in their contest.
You sure should.
I fucking should.
You should.
That was the model that sold pics to raise money for fires you were talking about earlier. Not safe for work. Okay, we'll look at them. It's off right now. We'll look at them. We'll look at them.
I sent her pic. I already showed you.
No. These are.
Oh, those are the
these are the not safe for work pictures. We'll look at those later.
Every time I see NS.
FW.
Yeah, I'm like I know what it stands for. That's what I want to say.
So we're going to end the show early. Maddie, I hope you got to work safely, and I hope the rest of your day goes safely. So again, one more time, donate to one of the good charities that are helping out the fine folk in Australia, the firefighters and the people that are affected by this. Send me a copy of your donation receipt and your demands for what you want in return, and I will acquiesce. And I want to do my part to raise money for the good people of Australia. And fuck the bad ones. Fuck the ones that are setting fires. Kill them. Stomp them into the ground. Use their blood to put out the fire.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's the most metal thing you've said all day.
I'm just going mentally over everything I said. Yeah, today was kind of a fucking non-metal day because I was very busy doing day job stuff. So I had to be professional. I didn't have to meet anybody face to face, which is why I'm unshaven with my hair looking like a fucking mess.
Sorry, I was blowing up your phone today.
You weren't blowing up my phone, did I?
Oh, I thought I did a couple times.
No, you texted me a couple times, but you didn't blow it up.
All right.
So yeah, well, I think we're going to cut it now. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you listening. Next week, we'll have a guest, and it will be fantastically glorious. I'm really looking forward to speaking to this gentleman. And next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time here in the United States. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Onward and upward. Excelsior, as they say. And that's all I got. Nicole, you have anything else to say? You want to dates? Where you going to be? When are you going to be there?
Follow me on Instagram. Picked up a new residency with some of the girls I dance with.
Woot, woot.
We have Gaspar's Grotto every Fridays and Saturday with the beautiful Gaspar Sirens, Go Holly, Havoc, K2 Lemieux, Alex Rose,
K2 Lemieux.
Tony Tesla, and a bunch of other lovely ladies. And we have also started dancing under the direction of Alex Rose at Marquee, which is a brand new club in St. Pete. And yeah, that's it.
Nice.
You can catch me at your local Barnes and Noble in Carrollwood, making coffee and practicing my latte art.
Are you practicing a latte?
Practicing a latte.
Nice.
Thanks a latte. Have a grande.
Have a grande. Oh, Maddie, we love you too, buddy. Any other dates?
No, nothing confirmed at the moment.
Okay.
Just those. Follow me on Instagram.
For me, I have February 8th. I will be at Beef O'Brady's in Parish. And then that week, I forget what day it is. I want to say it's Wednesday or Thursday. I will be doing something I'm very proud of. I will be performing comedy for veterans at the VA Center here in Tampa. I enjoy doing that. This will be my second time performing for the vets that are at the VA hospital. So
you have to be clean.
I have to be cleanish. See, what happened last time is the president of the hospital was concerned about things being naughty. So he kind of like he was there like at the very beginning. So everybody started out clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he left, the woman who was in charge of organizing it actually passed a note to the gentleman who organized the comedians. And the note said, "He's gone, be dirty." Or may have said, "He's gone, say whatever you want."
Yeah.
So I kept it pretty clean, as clean as I can be, because I'm not very clean at all. And yeah, so it was a good time. So I'm doing that. And I think there's another date later on in the year I'll be doing. There is the announcement for the New York show in July. That'll be the next time I'm up in New York. I was going to do the April shows. Since we're going to do this big show in July, I've canceled the April shows because I want people to go to the July show. The July show is actually going to be pretty cool. It's going to be out in a tent. I'm going to have food trucks and a Zeppeli truck. Little Raj is going to be on there. Apparently, it's going to be me, Paul Bond, Terry McNeely, Peter Wolfinger, and Little Raj.
Nice.
So that's going to be a fucking good-ass show. Other than that, book me, please. That's it.
Okay.
That's all I got. I'm out of steam.
All right.
Awesome.
No more fuel for this fire.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, what I got to go home and do is poo, because I started taking a prescription medication today that is making me bubble gutsy. Yeah. Side effects, baby. Side effects. But it's for the better.
Happy National Pass Gas Day.
Yes. Flatus. All right, boys and girls. Appreciate you listening. Thank you. Don't forget to spay or neuter your children.
FUBAR out.